Margaret Ann Windsor, and I'm just put up one video, so I'm gonna. This is the second half to it. I came here and uh, I had been leased a car for a year, 83 to 84, by Larry Flynt, because I was flown out there when I ran for Congress in 83 to replace one of the doctors I'd written about in a medical malpractice book, which didn't get published because I was almost killed, April Fool's Day of 80. But anyway, everything was taken from me down in Atlanta, and I had the car furnished for a year. And Mr. Flynt told me when I left the last time I was out there twice, October of 83, during the campaign, he said there's no room in the inn, I-N-N. And I didn't know exactly what he meant, because by the time I met him, I'd been homeless, I had worked for the district attorney, well, I'm not going to go into the others. They've committed every crime in the book here against me. It's like this ongoing joke. So anyway, Flynt, if I'm skipping around, I've got it all up. Well, not all of it. You can't put it up, but on even YouTube. But I've quite a few of them are up. But anyway, I didn't have a home. I couldn't get a job. And I kept the Hustler magazine because he endorsed me April of 84. And said in the endorsement that I knew who was responsible for his shooting in Lawrenceville, Georgia, in March the 6th of 78. So anyway, I would show people that because I thought it was a pretty good endorsement. And then come to find out it may have been, I don't know about this, the only copy was sent to me that had it in it, which is even odder, and more odd than if it was in all of them. But anyway, I landed here, and I'm immune to chemicals. My immune system, if I'm around chemicals, like in this room I'm in here, I'll just show you how I'm living, and this is probably better than they say living in the woods. Well, anyway. I moved around as I have a penny left. I eat pasta side dishes at night. I try to tell people about, and this leaves me babbling. I don't have the stuff put out, but then it's kind of that way, made that way anyway. I'll just say this: my immune system attacks itself if I'm around toxic fumes, and I've had this has been deliberately done, and I'm going to go ahead and. I've already told his name once since my word has been made no good. Carl Barton, and he's a retired Virginia State Trooper. And as far as I know, some of the state troopers have probably been helped in keeping me alive, okay? But then there's been the other aspect of it that people, law enforcement will get things on people and get them to participate in what they've done to me. And people don't care. You only meet when you meet them face to face, and it's the situation I'm in. They fear repercussion. I'll always remember what Bill Heron, the doctor, called me just before they almost killed me, April Fool's Day of 80. He called me. He must have known what was going to happen. He asked me because I'd written about this case in my medical malpractice book that didn't get published. He asked me how much I knew about Dr. I'm going to forget his name. Gene Strokelman was killed at Piedmont Hospital on Christmas Eve of about 76, I think. Hardiman. He was a psychiatrist at Piedmont Hospital, where Dr. Larry McDonald, congressman doctor I wrote about, whose plane went down then and was shot down by the Russians. The KAL was shot down in August 31st of 83, and I was flown out to Flint to become a candidate. So I'm leaving out all the hell in there, but that's too much connection to be just, laughing. I'm not laughing. Nothing's funny. I laugh to try to get me through the hell. I don't know how to get through it. But anyway, Hardiman, the doctor called me, Bill Heron, And he must have known what they're going to do to me. He said, there are people that would help as long as they don't fear repercussion, as long as it doesn't cost them, like being a buddy or giving to Salvation Army or volunteering a day, but not helping in what's going on with me. They suddenly turn on you. But anyway, it was a couple of days later or a day later that I was almost killed there in Atlanta, April the day. And so I'm going to skip back to, I came to Roanoke, my jobs were shut down. I kept the Hustler magazine to show people what had happened to me, but rather than being concerned about what had happened to me, they treated me like, just get away from me, you know. If I'm around you, maybe maybe like I had a virus, it would be catching or something. I mean, they were cold. I froze, I starved. I had one man, and I won't miss, well, his last name was Johnson, and he would show up every once in a while and kept me from freezing a couple of times, being nice. And then, anyway, there's repercussions to people evidently that tried to help me. But anyway, my whereabouts has been controlled, and it has been, I'll go back to Carl Barton. I hope you can keep this together. I'm just sitting here trying to, Carl Barton, I'll mention this, on August the 14th of '07, his wife Linda brought me to, I had money, but she kind of insisted I go there, didn't have quite enough, so they paid the security deposit, $150. And it was August 14th of '07. Yeah. Yeah. And she said to me, this is how we run you with chemicals. Well, there's also another way. If you try to tell it, they threaten to have them come up and handcuff you and take you out. The law doesn't work for me. I can't get an attorney. Last time I got an attorney, he Xeroxed it, and he was gone the next couple of days. He was gone. Boston was his name. Worked for legal aid. How's that? But anyway, that's how they move me. If I get a place, the toxic fumes are there, and you can't photograph them putting the toxic fumes in. It's probably already pre-done, I'm sure. But then they're at Affordable Corporate Suites where Carl Barton's wife took me. They actually they get stuff on people, and it's been a joke to them. You think housekeeping is nice once a week. Well, they come in and soak the beds. They would take the linen right in front of me and spray it with aerosol something that I would roll in bed and have to redo it myself. And I didn't have the money. I lived on beans and bacon. So this has been it. It's a horror story. They would come in and put sealants, and when it's toxic to me, it makes my immune system attack itself. And over the years, the inflammation it's caused has really deteriorated my kidneys to where I don't know what's going on. I don't know my lungs or liver or any of it. But here's what I wanted to get to, and I know this is going to go out. I tried to tell people that the mind control murders were done in patterns. They actually used my son's names in some of them, like Mark and Scott's, my son's name, and as in Mark and Scott Kelly. Scott Kelly's orbiting the Earth right now. They're twins. It's using the twin in it. Gabby Gifford, that was she's married to Mark Kelly, and that's where the Tucson, Arizona mass shootings happen, and that's mind control done in patterns. Well, I'm just going to jump to this. Today I tried to put this up, and for some reason the video didn't go. Some of the places I've been, I'm forced to leave. I'm so sick and go to another, and it's just as bad. So it's a nightmare. Telling it is a nightmare. Trying to get somebody to listen, and these people here already know. But I went to Edinburgh retirement back in '06, and I thought, oh, gee, I'm going to have a place to get out of the woods and the forest and freeze. And, well, I got there, and you'd have to hear it, and I don't have time to put it on here. But the chemicals were put in there. I stayed there 6 months, and I had to leave. And you have to see what they did while I was there. It gets into an everyday thing. So I